All right, so it is 7:29. It's actually my birthday. I am 34 years old. Oh my goodness. Do I feel rejuvenated? Do I feel like 30 is the new 20, right? So 34 means I'm 24. Anyway, I'm feeling good, and I'll give you guys a little update. Crypto portfolio is sitting right around 500,000. Stocks are sitting around 100. As far as this little challenge here, let me just show. Let me just show it. Okay, we'll just show it here, and I'll tell you some of the mistakes I made, and we'll go from there. So if you can see, I'm at 2,000. Right, started off with 100, and briefly, if you watched last week's live show, I was up to a little over 3,000, but I didn't take money off the table. It's one of the problems with high leverage here and egotistical men is you get greedy, right? I got greedy, and I ended up going on a trip to Detroit, and I had a feeling that this guy was going to break out for Ethereum, get above the 3,500. That's when this account was at 3,000. And I had targets right around 3,650, 3,700. If you had the Instagram, you saw those were the targets that I was looking for. But instead, what happened? We got a hanging man, right? If you saw the Trading Awards competition earlier this morning, I finished second again. So that's the third week in a row that I finished second. And on those shows, I've done 2 seasons, and I never once have lost money live on the air there. So I don't know. I guess I'll just say that until I start losing money, right? There's been times that I got close, but anyway, I've always been positive. And my strategies are incredibly simple. But anyway, the point here is we have this hanging man candle. And this hanging man it looks like a hammer, but it is on the top of a uptrend, right? And right there, that should have been my indication of going down. So I played this nice, funny falling knife game where I'm like, all right, sweet. We hit support because this looks like a decent level of support. And so, I added some of that money into the trade there, got stopped out. And what did I do? Waited for it to come back down here again. Like, okay, it's bouncing off the bottom of support. Let's do it again. Boom, got stopped out. So lost a little bit of money there, right? But today's been going pretty good. Took some profit earlier this morning for $486. And then now this trade is up 562. And this was a scary, scary candle because it was looking like a shooting star, meaning on the daily that price is probably going to end up tanking. Because here, if I can find another shooting star, this is a decent example of that shooting star is this guy right here. Here, let me try to zoom this in so you guys can see. Okay, so it's got long wick, small body. Doesn't really even matter how depth the body is. It's going to tell you whether or not, here, come on. Boom, boom, boom. Reset for me. Thank you. It's going to tell you whether or not that guy is going to go down or not. But it's been shooting back up. This wick earlier was a shooting star. But I was trading off the 1 hour and the 4 hour, and I saw hitting off of support, right? And it turned into a tweezer bottom. And what is a tweezer bottom? Looks just like what I said. 2 candlesticks. Doesn't matter what color they are. That's a tweezer, right? You could have a tweezer top, tweezer bottom. Actually, it does matter what color they are. A tweezer top is going to have a red candle on the right, green on the left. Tweezer bottom is going to have red candle on the left and on the right. But it could potentially be part of a green on, I guess, could be both. But anyway, I digress. Okay, so this guy is looking good on the 4 hour, right? What do we have on the 4 hour that is super bullish? Well, as far as the candles go here for Ethereum, you have this doji candle or reversal candle. And I also have a line here that shows just the support. So if anybody's doing the challenge here, where's my price targets for this guy? Well, I'll start off right at 3,400 again. Okay. And at 3,400, we are going to make a nice fancy shape. And this shape is a ascending triangle, which almost always goes bullish. And usually those ascending triangles do end up breaking out. It just depends on, is this guy going to have a false breakout here and come back down? I don't know if I have those arrows out anyway, and it's going to retest for the next couple times, or if it's going to continue just boom and break out. Then I'm going to get to that target that I've told about, which is that 3,700 where I'm looking at. So this is my strategy, and Bitcoin is fairly following the same thing. If I look at Bitcoin, just because everyone is all about Bitcoin here, whoa, man, I've got some channels going on here. Well, if you remember on my channel, I said that we were going to hit 70,000, right? Guess what we did? And I said it was going to happen in the next 2 weeks. Well, I was wrong. This was where I said it. And do I have a long position, short position, price range? Dun, 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 dun. All right, that's 26%, but is it telling me days? I don't know why this one on TradingView is not telling me days. Anyway, so it took 3 weeks. I was wrong by the 3 weeks. And here we have on the daily here for Bitcoin, because we went to 70,000, and it's just a psychological number that a bunch of shorts are in there. So shorts took it out. Okay. I do think we're going to bounce above that here soon, probably closer to next month. But right now we're having this somewhat neutral candle. It could be a reversal. It could be just a pause before we go higher. It is turning into a doji candle, right? And it could even turn into a hammer candle as well, or it could turn into that hanging man. So we'll see what happens here, but I don't expect price moving too much right off the bat here. And back to my Ethereum trade before I let you guys go. If it loads here, I do have a stop right where I entered so that I don't lose any money, but my price target is to make this guy at least 50% of the account get back up to that 3,000, because we're at the 2,000 for this $100 to $10,000 challenge. It's happening, but just there's lots of choppy markets going on right now. And so I'm going to do the best to try not to lose money. So if you guys want to trade with me, you can. But as far as what has happened in the oh gosh, why the heck do I have? Yeah, see, that's got my other channel on there. That is a shame for the brand. Need to have that guy. Interesting. But what happened? Well, there was $1 trillion wiped out on the stock market, the ETF, and then you had bullish news about Bitcoin Nashville, and there was a big spike up when Trump talked, and we got to 69,000, and then it kind of tanked. And then earlier this week, or today, went all the way up to 70, hit those shorts again, and people are getting liquidated. So what do I think is going to happen in the short term? In the short term, we will see if we hover right around where we're at right now. I don't know if we're going to get a punch back up to the 70,000 here soon, but I do think that for a lot of people are starting to try to load up their positions right here in a different range. So this is it for trading and, just investing in general. I'll get more into, again, some more teaching and about traditional people have been asking me a lot about refinancing and real estate and what they should do with their stock portfolio and that sort of thing. I'm risky with trading, and I'm risky with crypto, and I'm pretty risky with stocks too, but I'm not, I would say, as risky as you would think of the majority of some people that are like, hey, let's go into bonk coin or dog coin, doge coin, dog Wi-Fi. No, stay away from that shit. You don't want to do that. And if you're going to use high leverage, you got to get in at a good entry price. Typically, really, what I would like people to start off with is 5x leverage if they're going to start trading, right? And that is a little contradicting, because here I'm showing you that I am trading at 40x leverage, but you can get wiped out real quick. Like I said, over last week, I lost $1,000 inside of like 2 hours by trying to catch a falling knife on ETH, right? Because of the ETF news that was coming up, and that's not what we want to do. But we are finding support on both Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I'm just talking to talk. Till next time, this is Johnny Crypto, here to help you guys make some effing money.